Hey guys, so today I just want to talk about something that happened to me recently, and seeing as I hadn't posted in so long, it seemed like a perfect opportunity to do you guys a vlog about it. So, about a month and a half ago, one of my mates, quite possibly my best mate at the time, just cut all communication with me, deleted from every website that we were both on, well, blocked anyway, and that included no phone contact, just ceased all communication. At first I was a bit confused by this move because only a few days prior to this happening, I was over at his house and we were talking and everything was just fine. But I decided to leave it be. I figured, well, his decision's his decision. He's got to make his own choices. If he doesn't want to be mates anymore, that's fine, that's his decision, I'll leave it be. But then yesterday I snapped and I decided enough's enough, I need to know what happened. The curiosity and frustration of the whole situation just got to me. I had to know what was going on. So I sent him a message asking, well, what was up? Why had he decided to just sever our friendship like that? What was the reason behind it? But when I did ask for an explanation, the answer I got is not what I was expecting. First off, he said that I'd made certain comments about reckless actions on my behalf the last time we spoke, like undermining those actions, making fun of them. Now what those actions were aren't important, but the fact was I was making a jest of it, just having a joke about the situation, which apparently came as a shock to him. Now I didn't intend for this to happen in the slightest, and I did apologise to him for that, but then he went on to say the other reasons why he severed our friendship. These reasons were that I was apparently irritating and frustrating as a person to be around. Now this got me. I've been called many things over the years, but irritating and frustrating, well, frustrating maybe, but irritating, that's a new one. So I sent him back a message saying, well, how am I irritating? To which he responded with, I'm irritating as a person because, as we both know, I've always been very of the opinion that that I am who I am. I don't care what other people think about me. You take me for who I am, and if you don't like it, well, too bad. And in his mind, the irritating part was that due to this, certain comments and actions on my behalf were embarrassing to be around for him. That I made him look bad due to my own actions. Now, it's not like I went out and got blind drunk and made a fool out of him, or sent any viral videos or photos of him around the internet. There was no deliberate cause for embarrassment. He's only saying he's embarrassed because of what other people thought of him hanging around me, which is just shallow and petty. Now, after 4 years of friendship, he comes out with that comment. I mean, that nearly threw me off my feet. I just didn't believe that he'd said that. I mean, out of all the things that could have been the reason why he didn't want to hang out anymore, I didn't expect that. It's just, I think it's more making excuses than anything. I mean, comments I made, yeah, okay, I apologise for that, that was a stupid mistake. But yeah, it just, if it really irritated him that much, he would have brought it up sooner, I'd think. So, for the next good few hours, I spent a lot of time thinking about what had just happened. I was angry and frustrated at myself and at him, and I really took a look over the last few years of my life and thought, well, am I embarrassing? Is there something wrong with me? And I thought, no, I didn't cause him any embarrassment, at least not deliberately, not from my point of view. If he doesn't want to be around me because I actually have the balls to not be concerned about other people's thoughts of me, well, that's his loss. People like that I don't want to be around, and if it took until now for me to realise that, well, so be it. If it took for him to cut our friendship, so be it. But if that's the sort of person he is, I'm glad that he cut our friendship, because I don't want to have to deal with that. I am proud of who I am, and as much as it may sound corny, that needs to be the case. Too many people in society today are so concerned about how they present themselves or how they're going to look to other people. They're too worried about what other people might think of them, how they might judge them. Now, I admit there is a time and a place in society for this. I mean, there's a time to be nicely dressed and be very prim and proper with your attitude and sort of hold back on certain comments. There is a time and a place, but on your general day-to-day life, you need to be true to yourself. Times like interviews, you certainly don't want to be stuffing around making a fool of yourself. But at the same time, you can't live your life so stressed about what everyone else is going to judge you as. If we can't be true to ourselves, if we're too busy being someone else, being concerned with how to fit in with the rest of society, we'll lose what makes us human, which is our individuality. That is what makes the human race so great, the fact that there's so many different ideas and concepts and people. If we're all the same, it makes for a very dull and boring society. Well, thanks for listening to my little rant there. Hopefully my next video won't be quite so meaning of life based, and also hopefully it won't be too far away, but no promises there, not with my track record. But, farewell.